Good morning, my dear children. In our previous module, I have discussed about the different reasons for the disequilibrium in the balance of payments. Right? Yes. Now, we will explain the reasons behind the disequilibrium in the balance of payments. The first reason is temporary causes. What are the temporary causes for the disequilibrium in the balance of payments? It arises due to the variations in the trade, effect of weather on agricultural production, etc. So children, we know that various reasons behind this are the temporary reasons related to the variations in the trade. I told you that trade variations, sometimes trade deficit happens or sometimes trade surplus arises, as well as the effect of weather on agricultural production. Especially our agriculture, our country's agriculture mainly depends upon the climatic conditions. So, such variations in the weather conditions also affect the agricultural production. What all the targeted rate sometimes we can't achieve due to the failure in the monsoons. So, these are the temporary reasons behind the causes of disequilibrium in the balance of payments. The next reason is the change in the country's national income. If the national income of a country increases, it will lead to an increase in the imports, thereby creating a deficit in the balance of payments. So what happens this? That is, if there is an increase in the income of our country, it leads to what? Increases in the imports, because we are having enough income at our disposal. We can what? Purchase whatever commodities required with the income. So what happens to that? That increases the imports of our country and it leads to at last deficit in the BOP. I told you what all the items that we have to get added in the deficit, isn't it? What are the debit items and the credit items we have studied. So here also the imports items added to the debit side. So that creates what? Disequilibrium of the balance of payments. That is the second reason behind the disequilibrium in the balance of payments. The next one is inflation. Inflation is also the another cause of the disequilibrium in the balance of payment. So inflation means, you know that what is inflation? Yes, the rises in the prices of the commodities. So what happens to that? That country's prices of the exports increases. Thus increases in the export prices leads to decline in exports and rise in the imports results in the adverse conditions of the balance of payments. So children, once again I will explain. That is, inflation means increases in the prices of the commodities. So what all the items that we use to export, if the price of such commodities increases, what happens to that? Yes, it increases in the export prices. So gradually what happens? That foreigners, yes, it's not, our commodities are not attracted to them. They won't feel more attraction to our commodities because as the increases in the prices of the exports. So nobody, what they will do? They won't, yes, purchase our commodities. And what happens? Yes, it declines the exports of the commodities and gradually rise in the imports. So we know that if imports increases, it affects the, yes, adversely affects the balance of payments also. The next one is the economic development. A country's balance of payments also depends on its stage of economic development. If a country is developing, it will have a deficit in the BOP. Right? Because we know that economic development means the overall development in, yes, all the economic indicators. We know that what all the social as well as economic indicators, infrastructure as well as transport facilities as well as countries, what all required items for the economic development all gets increased. So gradually if economic development leads to deficit in the balance of payments, as we have to meet the increased cost of all these items, sometimes we'll borrow money from the other countries also. Right? And more than we import some technical equipments or sophisticated machines from the other advanced countries, thereby leading to the adverse balance of payments also. Next one is borrowing and lending. A country which gives loans and grants on a large scale to the other countries has a deficit in the balance of payments on capital account. On the other hand, a developing country borrowing large funds from other countries may have a favorable balance of payments. So what is this? Yes, so what happens means if a country provides loans and grants on a large scale to other countries, that also creates a deficit in the BOP. Because our money is outflowing to the other countries. So it creates what? Yes, as in our country, it creates deficit for the what? BOP on the capital account. We are not having enough financial assets at our disposal because we have provided for the other countries in the form of loans and grants. But on the other hand, on the developing country means actually what they do? Yes, they borrows large funds from the other countries. It may have a favorable balance of payments. Because a developing country always, they won't provide loans to the other countries. They only borrow from the other countries. So actually their balance of payments will be in the favorable position also. Next is changes in the exchange rate. This change arises due to the change in the exports and the imports. If exports of the countries are more than imports, the demand for its currency increases so that the rate of exchange move in favors. What is that? Changes in the exchange rate. What is meant by the exchange rate, children? What is exchange rate means? The rate at which one country's currencies are exchanged for the other country's currencies. So that is actually exchange rate. So if exports of the countries are more than the imports, what happens that the demand for its currency increases. So for such countries' currencies, demand increases. What happens to that exchange rate? That also increases. On the other hand, if imports are more than exports, the demand for the foreign currency increases and the rate of exchange will against the country. So next one is if imports are more than exports, isn't it? Because we are importing more and more goods from the other countries, what we have to do? Yes, the demand for the foreign currencies increases. Because to meet these increasing imports, we will find some other sources to get the foreign currencies. So demand for such currencies increases and the rate of exchange will against the country. So this is the manner through which, yes, the exchange rate increases or decreases. So children, these are the various reasons behind the what causes of disequilibrium in the balance of payments. So various reasons we have discussed, isn't it? Yes. So these are the various reasons behind the disequilibrium in the balance of payment, and just inferring this balance of payments, we will be able to interpret the country's what financial position as well as the economic growth and its development. So children, so far we have discussed. I hope it's precise for you. So thank you children for watching this video.